So I think we may come here even without the
那我10年以前爬到那儿去过。
爬到过哪儿？10年前。
I can only say that an igloo, like myself, who has never seen it before, that it exceeds all expectations. When one stands there and sees the wall going to the peak of this mountain and realizes that it runs for hundreds of miles, as a matter of fact, thousands of miles over the mountains and through the valleys of this country, that it was built over 2,000 years ago, I think that you would have to conclude that this is a great wall and that it had to be built by a great people. Many lives, of course, were lost in building it because there was no machinery or equipment at the time. It had to all be done by hand. But under the circumstances, it is a certainly symbol of what China in the past has been and what China in the future can become. A people that could build a wall like this certainly have a great past to be proud of, and a people who have this kind of a past must also have a great future. My hope is that in the future, perhaps as a result of the beginning that we have made on this journey, that many, many Americans, particularly the young Americans who like to travel so much, will have an opportunity to come here as I have come here today with Mrs. Nixon and the others in our party. That they will be able to see this wall, that they will think back as I think back to the history of this great people, and that they will have an opportunity, as we have had an opportunity, to know the Chinese people and know them better. And I think one of the results of our trip, we hope, may be that the walls that are erected, whether they are physical walls like this or whether they are other walls of ideology or philosophy, will not divide peoples in the world. That peoples, regardless of their differences in backgrounds and their philosophies, will have an opportunity to communicate with each other, to know each other, and to share with each other those particular endeavors that will mean peaceful progress in the years ahead. So, all in all, I would say finally we've come a long way to be here today, 16,000 miles, and many things that have occurred in this trip have made me realize that it was worth coming. But I would say, as I look at the wall, it's worth coming 16,000 miles just to stand here and see the wall. You agree, Mr. Secretary?
I certainly do, Mr. President. It really is a tremendous privilege we've all had to be here today.
Are we rolling?
Is the mic clear of the shot?
There. No, it's in. Okay, clear. We are now in the final hours of the President's momentous visit. This farewell banquet here in Shanghai, keep it rolling. We are now in the final hours of the President's momentous visit. This is the farewell banquet in Shanghai, a few hours before the President ends his unprecedented pilgrimage to peace and flies back to Washington. The guests here, Americans and Chinese alike, and the rest of the people around the world will one day have reason to thank Richard Nixon for having the courage and the vision to fly to Peking to further his search for a generation of peace.
get a little rest today?
I need 1 hour.
1 hour. Me too.
Pardon me.
I had a wonderful day. Thank you.
Okay.
Bad luck. Bad luck.
Beautiful feathers. That peacock is especially pretty.
凤凰啊，搞得特别美。
它总要比杭州高一点。
Because they want to make it better than 韩侨。
他们有几种已经被杭州拿着去，他今天不好搞了，只能剩下这一个了。
Because on some of their characteristics been taken over by 韩侨 last night, so they couldn't do exactly what they did in 韩侨。
我告诉你一个秘密，我把那个告诉他们秘书长，昨天晚上赶着来，他不要冲突了。
The Premier would like to tell Mr. President a secret. That is, he told our Deputy Minister of Public Security to get here last night to tell them to not repeat the declarations in Hansdale last night and of a new declaration that they would Let's see whether there are many dishes or not. Not too many. Less than that in Hanqiao.
I don't think we'll starve tonight.
今天晚上看样子饿不死了，今天应该多吃一点了。
Oh, what a pretty menu. Oh, that is beautiful.
漂亮极了，这个弄的。
哦，这个变成一个也是个字鸟啊，蝴蝶。
Mr. Prime Minister, Chairman Chang, and our Chinese and American friends. This magnificent banquet marks the end of our stay in the People's Republic of China. We have been here a week. This was the week that changed the world.
As we look back over this week, we think of the boundless hospitality that has been extended to all of us by our Chinese friends. We have today seen the progress of modern China. We have seen the matchless wonders of ancient China. We have seen also the beauty of the countryside, the vibrancy of a great city, Shanghai. All this we enjoyed enormously. But most important was the fact that we had the opportunity to have talks with Chairman Mao, with Prime Minister Zhou Enlai, with the Foreign Minister and other people in the government. The joint communique which we have issued today
summarizes the results of our talks. But what we have said in that communique is not nearly as important as what we will do in the years ahead to build a bridge across 16,000 miles and 22 years of hostility which have divided us in the past. And what we have said today is that we shall build that bridge.
With Chairman Mao, with the Prime Minister, and with others with whom we have met, our talks have been characterized by frankness, by honesty, by determination, and above all, by mutual respect. Our communique indicates, as it should, some areas of difference.
It also indicates some areas of agreement. To mention only one that is particularly appropriate here in Shanghai is the fact that this great city over the past has on many occasions been the victim of foreign aggression and foreign occupation. And we join the Chinese people, we the American people, in our dedication to this principle, that never again shall foreign domination, foreign occupation be visited upon this city or any part of China or any independent country in this world. Mr. Prime Minister, our two peoples tonight hold the future of the world in our hands.
And as we think of that future, we are dedicated to the principle that we can build a new world, a world of peace, a world of justice, a world of independence for all nations. And if we succeed in working together where we can find common ground, if we can find the common ground on which we can both stand, where we can build the bridge between us and build the new world, generations in the years ahead will look back and thank us for this meeting that we have held in this past week.
And let the great Chinese people and the great American people be worthy of the hopes and ideals of the world for peace and justice and progress for all.
Well, goodbye. President, do you have any comments from the folks back home? I will.教一边自己练不得了，还是练的很练，练了。活动13天。这个看人家都，但是而且还没人家都是。他说
Beg your pardon?
Premier happy with the talk?
这个总理啊，对会谈是否感到高兴啊？
公报已经说了吗
It already has been stated in the communique, hasn't it?
更多的话说了吗
I don't have anything more to add to that communique.
是不是要上去？他们飞去吧。The Premier can get some rest now.
现在总理可以休息了。